Hi there, this is Michelle from Woolly Rhino Crafts, and this video is going to show you how to use blanket stitch to seam Claptrap's main panels together. I've already done a few stitches to get started, but you want to make sure you've got your wrong sides facing, and I've got the top panel and the back panel, and I've got them folded together like so. There's the wrong sides, they're pretty ugly. Fold them together. And blanket stitch is really similar to whip stitch. It's really easy. It's worked in loops around, but it has an extra step. So let's get started. We're going to insert into the back of what you're holding, right through that slip stitch edging loop, and then through the front, through the edging loop on the top piece. And then you insert the needle back through that loop you created and you pull it tight, like so. Again, we're using all those loops we created with that edging. It makes it pretty easy to line everything up. If your edging loops are a little off, it's okay. Just compensate for it. Make sure stuff's lining up like it should be. Again, insert into the back, through the front, and then insert again through the loop created, pull it tight. You'll be able to see the effect it creates after I've worked some more. You can't really see it just yet because I've only done a few stitches. I'm going to work a good number of these stitches so you get lots of blanket stitch examples. Again, like insert, back to front, in your existing loops, insert through the created loop, pull it tight. Tension's important. You want everything to be fairly tight. You want to maintain consistent tension when you're pulling that through. It's going to create kind of a sharp edge. You can sort of see the edge it's creating now. All this black on black, I'm so sorry, it is hard to see. And I apologize for all this fuzz on my black too. But I think you're starting to see it. Yeah? Yeah. All right, let's keep going so you can see some more blanket stitches if you need them. Blanket stitch is my personal favorite for creating any sort of sharper edge. Edges can only get so sharp with yarn, so keep that in mind. Don't stress about it too much. And let's see if I can stay in the frame and let you see as many of these as possible. Blanket stitch is optional. You can also use a tight whip stitch. You could even use tight running stitch. It's up to you. But again, blanket stitch is my favorite. And after I do some more of these, I'm going to show you this edge that it's creating. It's a very cool effect. And blanket stitch can serve a lot of purposes and be used lots of places. Very cool, one of my favorite sewing stitches. I've got a pretty long piece of yarn that I'm working with here because I wanted to do as many sides as possible with it, which makes it get tangled a bit and it starts to unfurl. Just keep an eye on it. I think you can maybe see the edge it's creating now a bit. Make sure everything's lining up, of course, as you go. Every couple stitches, make sure everything's still lining up where it's supposed to. And let's see if I can get a good close-up. And I'm out of the frame. Oh, I'm back in it. Okay. It's hard to stay in the frame for these videos. It might take some practice to get all of your tension right if you've never done blanket stitch before. Insert it back through the loop you create. It does kind of these little little knots all down the edge. Blanket stitch is a really fun decorative stitch too, for flat surfaces. You've probably seen decorative blanket stitch edging before, which you can't really see it with all this black on black on black that I keep using for everything that I'm making videos for. But yeah, check out this edge. Can you see it? Maybe. Look at that ridge that it's leaving. It still has a little bit of stretch. And of course, don't forget to check the description below for all of my links, including a link to purchase the full Claptrap pattern. And again, this is blanket stitch. Yeah, you can see how it looks a little sharper than it would with other stitches. And that's it. Thanks for watching.